I don't know if you guys saw what I posted on social last night, but several years ago, about 7, I think, judging by all the comments, I bought a car online called the Elio. I put a down payment on this electric car that's supposed to go like, it seemed like the magic car because it was like only fit one person, which I loved. My big argument was at the time that I didn't want to, like, every time we went to a lunch or something, everybody get in my car, and I'm like, I don't want to drive people. I just want one car. I wish they made a car for one person. And then all of a sudden, the car comes out, and they're doing this whole thing, and I'm like, I'm in. And I put some money down, and then I was like in like number 4,000 in line to get this car. And then this company just disappeared. I even went on their Instagram yesterday, and they haven't posted since 2019.
Oh, wow.
Right? But it went out of business way before that. They stopped. They took my money a long time.
It seemed like it was the very first Kickstarter before Kickstarter for cars.
Yeah.
So you didn't put enough in for the car company to get off the ground. It's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah. So then one day I'm walking through the mall, and I see this car that's similar to it, and it's laid out, and it's called the Solo. And I look at the car, and I'm like, this looks like the car that I made the down payment on. I go, did they merge? Is this a new version of this car? And I'm sitting in it, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, no, it's totally different. It's a little bit more expensive than the car that I was going to buy. So, and that's it. I just looked at it. Now, cut to a couple weeks ago, I get a message from this woman, and she says, hey, I work for this company, Solo. We got these cars, we're launching them, and I know that you were looking at they know my story. And they go, would you mind? We'd like to give you one to drive around for a while.
Oh, wow. That'd be dope.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And immediately I'm like, well, I'll buy it. Like I wanted it. But, right?
Of course,
You want to
Johnjay.
test drive it
Only
first?
you.
Like, what if you
It's kind of my thing.
car?
Yeah, right?
So long story short, they called me yesterday and they said, we have one in, can we drop it off? So they dropped it off at my house yesterday. And I freaking fell in love with this car.
Really?
Yeah, it's the kind of car like the doors, like you sit in it. It's like a motorcycle, but not a motorcycle.
It's like a covered motorcycle.
Yeah, and there's a door on each side, but you just sit. Like it's like if you open one door, you think like you know how
It's almost like, why is there a door on the other side?
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense, but it's totally awesome. And then you roll the windows. The windows are like it's like having a helmet on, but windows where your ears are. The windows go down if you need to.
Gosh.
So I drove it for a while. It's electric, and it's really small. And I was going to drive it in this morning. I was very excited about it. So if you go to my Instagram, you can see Blake because I had learned everything, drove it around the block, took it to my friend's house. I'm like, what are you doing? Come outside. Come outside. And he's like, what did you do? I'm like, just come outside. And he comes outside. He's like, what is that? Anyway, and so Blake comes home as she's like, the people are about to leave, and she's like, wow, oh my God, it looks fun. And I just captured her moment of when she got in the car and drove it, right? So that video is up on my Instagram and my TikTok. So I was going to drive it in this morning. I charged it overnight. It does take a while to charge, right? So I charged, and I asked this question. I didn't understand how electric cars work. I'm like, so just in case, I go, how long can I go? They said, you go about 100 miles on one charge. And I was like, oh, but just in case, I can charge anywhere? They're like, yes and no. Like Elon Musk set it up so that only his Teslas can only go to certain places, I guess. Like they're not universal chargers.
Yeah, I think every car company almost has like a different charger.
Yeah, they should
but
fix that.
What I do is I have an adapter for most all the chargers
because
because you don't have like an engine in front, so you put all the adapters in the front.
Oh.
So
That's
you just carry them
smart.
around with you.
So anyway, my plan was to drive it here this morning. And I got my backpack right here that I use every day. And then my workout bag because I'm working out after show. And then that was it. Like I barely fit with that, right? But then Peyton wanted me to order this ring light for the show. And the ring light came in the mail last night. And I had no room for the ring light. I'm like, where am I going to put this ring light? Do I strap it like luggage on the roof? Like I literally so that's like the one negative is like, it's just you. You barely get your purse tonight. Kyle's purse ain't happening.
That'd probably tip the car.
Is there a little trunk space? Or
There's
no?
trunk space,
But that's all it
and
fits.
that's what fit the backpack. It fit, and I had to shove my workout bag in there. And I literally, it's just, and when I sit in the car, it's like my elbows hit the sides of the doors. I fit perfectly in this car. It's perfect, but that's it. You're not going anywhere. Like, I mean, you're not bringing anything. Like, that's it. That purse has to sit on your lap.
It looks so tiny. It looks like if you were hit a pebble, you would go airborne. Like you jump it like like
No, because I hit a speed bump in my neighborhood and it was fine.
Really?
Yeah, it was fine. But
And
Like, did it
Solo.
slow down on the speed bump? You just flew.
I flew. I just
Love
went
it.
right over it. It was fine. I didn't realize the speed bump.
It's called a Solo. I
I've
haven't
only
heard of
lived
it.
there 10 years.
Is it made by the Red Solo Cup people? Same brand, same material.
Well, get this. So I have, two pizza places, the Rosati's. I have Rosati's in Casa Grande, Rosati's in Ahwatukee. And two of my sons were thinking about delivering pizzas in that area, but you use your own car. And I thought, this would be great because the trunk looks perfect for pizza. And I guess they just worked out a deal with like Pizza Hut, and they haven't put out the press release yet. It's a secret, but I guess they made the trunk a little bit wider for pizza.
Oh,
so I was
cool.
like, I was trying to get them
But
to sell
just
me.
one pizza.
Just one box.
You can stack them
One
up,
box.
slices. So I'm trying to. They said they sell me 2 of them for pizza delivery.
That's real cool.
But the pizza ones are a little bit more expensive than a normal one.
Of
'cause
course they are.
They're like a little bit longer. Anyway, it was just a weird experience. So,
Yeah, because I had seen that car in the mall before too. I remember messaging you on Instagram like, "Is this your car you ordered?" And yesterday when my husband and I we saw your Instagram, we're like, did Johnjay finally get the car? But no, you didn't.
everybody,
didn't.
all
It
the
was just
comments.
still
If you
paid
read the
nothing.
comments, it's all about the car. Is it? Did I finally get the car that I ordered 10 years ago?